All right.
Should I clear everything out of here first?
No, you just do your thing. This is supposed to be natural.
Okay.
It's supposed to be natural. So this is the behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. So.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. This video, let's see what we have going on here. We've got people looking at. Do you want to introduce what's going on today, what we're doing into the live?
Hey there. So, we thought we would do a live today because I haven't done one in a little while. It's Roma. And just doing some stuff around the house. I got bored. So I thought I would just take some time and restyle some areas in the house or show you some areas that I've restyled in the house. We're gonna do some restyling of my vertical storage cabinet and show you some other areas that I've taken some time to hide. You don't want to see my butt. Well, somebody might have. Take some time to just restyle that stuff and see how it goes. So I'm getting mic'd up. So give me just a second.
There we go.
Thank you. So yeah, so I'm going to clear everything out of the cabinet and then just kind of show you the process of what I kind of go through to style, if you've not seen that process, and just see how that goes. We do have some holiday things set up because I still have the Christmas tree up and all of that. Also to let you know, there are going to be some changes coming to the channel. I can't reveal all of that now, so you have to continue to watch and tune in and subscribe and click those buttons and all those things if you want to know all of the new news that we will be sharing with you. Oh yes, I got new nails. New nails. Yep, she does a good job. So chain, some studs, some little sparkle, platinum and black. I kind of am in this black and white platinum sort of aesthetic for my nails. Why is no one saying anything? Is my volume not on? Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I, no one not hearing me anything? Maybe nobody's in the room.
Let's see.
Says they're not saying, no, looks like my volume's on.
Volume's on.
Volume's on. I don't know.
Let's see. Okay.
Anyway.
Yep.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Thank you, Jay, for letting me know that you can hear me. So, yeah, so I am going to clear out my cabinet and just sort of restyle it or show you the process that I go through for styling it. So I had a bunch of boxes of things that I ordered and I hadn't really gone through them. And I decluttered and boxed up some things in the house and put some stuff in the garage and all of that sort of stuff. And then was left with some boxes of things and didn't know what to do with them. So, hi Dan and D.B. Bentley.
We'll do this about 3 more minutes and we'll...
And Mark Jordan, thank you all for joining. And then we'll, like I said, clear the cabinet out. And then we will restyle and I'll talk to you about the process that I go through in my head for styling things or, you know, how I kind of come up with that. So thank you and give me just a second and I'll be right back.
So we're gonna be doing the shoot. So, you know, regular video and everything, the live, they'll just spectate.
Yeah.
Video.
So just pull this stuff out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
are we setting it up from scratch?
I can.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we have a table out already.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I have a couple different places that I'm seeing things just to rest for now. And then I will talk about some of the items, where they came from, what was my thought process for either purchasing them or all of those things. I'm gonna sit that down because that looked like it was gonna fall. And just talk about that sort of process too. If I have favorite things, if I have any of that. So we're gonna try and read questions if people have questions. Thank you all for joining. It's been a while since I've done a live. I'm going to try and make this a better habit of doing lives more often.
So yeah, whenever we have that out, then we'll start our regular filming.
Yeah.
And
Trying not to break anything in the process. That would be nice.
almost done, almost out.
Yeah, it comes out a little easier than
The putting it
I have
in.
to set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a little more thought process that goes into it. But I remembered how I did it. So it shouldn't be too hard to recreate it. And even if it's a little different, it doesn't matter.
All right. Great. All right. And so
There
for
we go.
this, maybe we'll announce, we'll say, you know, this is the behind the scenes to us shooting this new video.
Yeah, so we're gonna shoot a new video today. And we thought we'd do some behind the scenes and just kind of, oh, let me get in frame. There we go. Some behind the scenes. Oh, I kind of covered everybody up over here. Some behind the scenes of what we go through to get ideas for videos, or excuse me, what we sort of, I guess just the thought process and the things that we do before the video to get ready to actually shoot. So I'm actually gonna, excuse me, take a cough drop. I've been fighting a cold since we got back from out of town. We went to Colorado for Thanksgiving, and of course, Colorado weather is different than desert weather. So we got cold and sick, and my daughter did too, which I think I got it from her because she was kind of fighting it before we left. And so I'm gonna have a little cough drop action so I'm not coughing through the whole video. So forgive me if that happens. But since the cabinet's cleared out and we've got all this together, we are going to talk about the process and today's topic. Basically today's topic is, I was bored. And so we're gonna do cabinet styling 101, I guess is the easiest way to say it. So we're going to talk about the process that I go through, some of the decor and objects that I have found to use for styling, some of the stores or the sources that I got them from, and those sorts of things. And of course, as always, if you guys have any other questions, as we go through the video. I will do my best to try to answer them. Feel free to ask anything about the products you see or the process I go through or any questions you might have. I'm okay with any of that. So I guess we can get started. I'm gonna take this off. I'm a little warmer than I thought I was gonna
Okay.
be. Good thing I have a shirt on.
Yeah.
You wanna mic it up here?
Yeah, you can pull it, yeah, and replace it on the other shirt.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I
there you
got
go. Oh, wow. Going shirt off for the live.
Dun, 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 dun.
And if we could put the wire through the shirt.
Okay, yeah, that might be better.
Mm-hmm. Here. All right.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to block.
We want-
Right.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is now, once we begin, we'll shift the focus to here again.
Yeah.
We're just spectating
Sounds
and
good.
we'll do our regular thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Got it, perfect.
I think so.
Perfect.
Da, 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 da. Not really. Okay, that kind of worked. Okay,
Okay.
alrighty.
Alrighty.
Trying to make sure I'm not blocking anybody over here with all the decor items. Because we are live on, where are we live? Live on YouTube and live on TikTok.
Tiki-talk.
Yes, the tickies and the talkies
The
today.
tickies and the talkies. Okay, let's do this thing.
All right.
Cool. Okay, so for this video, we want to start off with an intro, how you
Yeah.
always do it.
Yep.
And then I'm thinking the title for this one could be like, this is what I do when I'm bored in my free time.
Gotcha.
And it's, yeah, however you want to
Okay.
intro it to tell people about what you're doing with the cabinet.
Yeah.
So, and in 3, 2, 1, action.
Hi, roomies. This is Roma. And today I thought I would restyle my vertical cabinet, even though I haven't had it for a little while. Sometimes I get bored and I like to switch things up a little bit. So I've cleared everything out and we're gonna take some time to restyle it. And I'm gonna talk to you about the process I go through for restyling those surfaces. And I'm also live as we're doing this. So if I stop to take some time to answer questions, that's what I'm doing. Also too, I'm finding a cold, so I am breathing a little heavy. And I will have cough drops that I'm gonna take just so that I'm not coughing through the entire video. So without further ado, let's get styling. We're gonna call this Styling 101. Just sort of give you some idea of the process I go through. I'll talk a little bit about the cabinet. I'll talk a little bit about each piece, or decor pieces as I put them back in. I have things staged on 2 different tables because I have a table set up for our live, and I also have a table set up to just kind of host our decor pieces. So I have a little bit of surface to kind of put everything, because I can't crowd everything all together, and I didn't want anything to get broke, because sometimes that happens.
Okay, let me get a shot of you just talking to the people so
Yeah.
that they can, yeah.
So thank you, Toby, for joining, and Aaliyah, you. And I'm sorry if I've mispronounced your names. I'm really trying not to, but also thank you, Greg, for joining. The lives I'm reading from right now are from TikTok. I don't see anybody really saying anything on YouTube, but I don't do a whole lot of YouTube live, so I don't know how that works. At any rate, thank you all for joining. So I'm gonna, again, like I said, talk a little bit about the cabinet and the process I go through. So this is the vertical cabinet, one of my favorite furniture pieces in the house. And I bought this cabinet from Bassett Furniture. We have a Bassett Furniture store pretty close to us in downtown Summerlin. And I had looked at a cabinet to put here in a couple different versions. And this was the one I think I liked the most once I decided on one to choose from. This was the one I think I liked the most. I like the wood grain that it has in the front. The other cabinet was metal. It was also arched, but it was a different sort of style. It was a little more, I guess, traditional-ish. It was arched and had glass just like this, but I like the wood grain of this one a little better. Also, the shelves in here are adjustable, but they take some doing. So as I'm styling this, if I put something in here and you'll say, well, just adjust the shelves, it's a little more work than just taking the pins out and moving the shelves. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try and style the things in a way where they fit, just so that it makes it easier as we go through it, not to take a whole lot of time and for me not to break something, because I'm kind of clumsy. In some ways, I'm bull in a china shop, and I don't want to, damage anything while I'm doing it. So the first thing I try to think of is, well, the thing that I do like about this cabinet the most is the lighting situation. So I like how it's lit from the top, and since the shelves are glass, the light kind of travels through to the bottom. But as I style these things, sometimes the light gets blocked. So I try to style these in a way where the majority of the cabinet will be lit. There's just really no way all the time, every time that I store it or style it, that the cabinet is lit the whole time. So there might be some areas where I style things and the light doesn't go all the way through, and that's okay. What I will try and do is style the bottom with objects that don't need a lot of light. So the lighter color objects against the black tend to show a little better. And so they don't need as much light through the bottom as I style it. So the first thing I do is I, group everything together, and I try and look for similar objects so that the similarities are either vertically this way or vertically on the ends. Or you can also style things in a zigzag. So where you have the similar items on each shelf, but on the opposite corner. So I could style an item here, but instead of bookmarking it where it's even on the other side, you style it where you have one object here, and I'll just give an example. Let me do this, and I'll do this other colored vase. So if I was to style this object here, and then I will take this colored vase, this yellow one, and if I'm trying to travel, there's a flower frog in here, that's what's making all the noise, because you can actually use this for flowers, and you stick the flowers in this, and it keeps them stable while they're in the vase. So if I was trying to have the colors travel down from the top to the bottom, and style it where, let me slide it this way so you can see it a little better. I forget it flips when it's backwards. So let's do it that way so then you can see. Maybe not. There, that's in the view. So, but we're not in view over here. Let me see what I can do with this real quick. There we go. That's a little better. So, I have a colored object here on this side, and then I have a colored object here on this side, and then I would just alternate colored objects all the way down to just give your eye something to follow that's similar. So if that makes sense. So what I'm going to probably do, since I don't have a lot of these that are the same, is start with this one in the center, and then probably have this one down here, because that's where it's going to fit. And then I have another vase that's similar to this, a similar sort of style and color vignette over here. Turn this a little bit so you can see. out this door a little bit on my daughter's tree. Let me see if I can pull this over a little bit. Oops. Okay. That's as far as that opens. Okay. So there's that. And I'll close it and I'll move the camera around so you can see it a little better. But I try and weight it on each side just so that it looks balanced. The other thing I might do is swap this with this, since they are similar shape. That's this base right here. So I'm gonna swap that with this one, since the shapes are about the same and they're about the same height, and then use this one in a different little spot. Maybe, no, that's not gonna fit there. That's gonna fit here. Let's do that. Down there in the middle. And then I think I'm going to, book. So this is,
So what I'm gonna do, just quick pause, is I'm gonna wait till you keep doing some of this live. I'm gonna get some B-roll of you doing this. And
Okay.
then once it gets to a good point, we're gonna switch from talking to the live to now talking to the camera.
Gotcha.
And yeah, so
Okay.
I'm gonna let you do your thing. Keep
Okay.
doing your thing.
Because you know, I have to stick this book in here somewhere.
It's good because you didn't break any of my ornaments like that.
No, I didn't break any of your ornaments.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch the video behind the scenes.
Okay, you can watch.
Yeah, I'm staying out of the camera.
Okay.
I'm being very
And
cautious.
I'm grouping this together in here because there's more color. So I'm trying to have the color travel from the top.
I
Excuse me,
like
through
that
the-
idea.
Okay, through
When
to
are
the
you
bottom.
going to use this one? I really like it.
I'm gonna use it, but I have to put something behind it because the
I also
phone's
really
on top
like
of
this
it.
one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna stack these on top. This is one of my other favorite pieces. This came from CB2. It was a collaboration they did with Caraman or Caraman. It's supposed to resemble a baguette bracelet. So it's called the baguette tray. It's glass, it's not plastic. And I like lucite things, but I don't know, for some reason glass just feels expensive, and in some cases it is. This wasn't, I actually got it on sale because it was towards the end of that collab. And I'm just gonna group these pink toned elements together. I'm going to grab something else because the other pink thing I need is actually holding up my phone. So I'm gonna grab this to kind of balance this on top. Would you grab that for me?
Yes.
So I can swap it out.
Yeah. Make sure everything is good.
So yeah, so I'm gonna swap that out, and then yeah, so this is another bubble vase, just some more color that we're gonna add to the cabinet. And I'm gonna sit this inside this bracelet, just to kind of give it a little more dimension, and then have the color travel all the way across. And then I'm going to, let me see. Since the book sort of blocked some of the light, I think the objects where I can have the light shine on these are candlesticks, they're glass. When we went to Colorado for Thanksgiving, a friend of my mom's, that I've talked about in other videos, she is an artist, but she also sells decor items. She has a store front in Colorado, in Aurora, Colorado, and she has these objects, and we went to visit her because she follows my page, and I went to visit her, and she just had these objects in her store, and I liked them, and so I bought them. I tend to do that when I go on vacation. I like to buy things when I travel that remind me of the places or the people that we visit. So these are black, and if I put them on anywhere else, they'll probably disappear and you won't be able to see them. So I'm gonna put them on the top where all the light is, and then put some other things towards the bottom that don't need as much light or can probably hang by themselves. And again, there's no like rhyme or reason of how I style these, just I try and style them so they can be seen as individual pieces, but still group them together. I mean, I could scatter these throughout the cabinet if I wanted to, but I think some things look better if you keep them grouped together because it shows that it's a set. It also makes it, again, feel more expensive when it's done like that. So, yeah, so the other thing I think I'm gonna do is I need another thing to balance out the top. So I think I'm gonna use these white vases. I like these because, I don't know if this is getting caught up on the camera that well, but these have some texture. They're kind of matte and they're lined, and there's 3 of these. I have another one that's kind of a tall, kind of giraffe neck, I guess, kind of vase. But I bought these from her store as well. I think I'm gonna style these up here on the top, just because they're smaller. And I think if I put them on the bottom, they'll get lost. Let's see if I can turn this a little bit more so you can see. Yeah, I think I'll put these up here. And this tall one in the back, little short one in the front. And then they get shown by the light a little bit better.
Well, we won't give away too much of what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
If you want to see the rest, in the video, and then we'll end the live, and we'll start focusing on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have a donut?
Yeah, you can have a donut. So I think what we're gonna do is stop the live here because I don't want to reveal this because we are in the process of also doing a video for my channel for the week. And so if you want to see the rest of the video, then you have to tune in and watch the channel. And but I just thought we'd try and just do something that showed some behind the scenes. Hello. Some behind the scenes, and again, just sort of the thought process of things that I go through when I style. So as you know, I say all the time, feel free to check out my channel on YouTube. It is Rooms by Roma. And as always, I look forward to creating with you. Have a good one. Woohoo!
Yeah. How many people did we get to?
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah.
6 over here.
Okay. TikTok's a little bit slow
Yeah.
too, but that's okay.
But man, I'm literally your first viewer.
She's a day oneer.
Are you sure
So,
you want to stop streaming?
160